First of all, shout out Ryan Grant's nipple. Yeah, the boys.
Right on the nipple, and he does. On Ryan Grant's nipple, into the back of the net.
Alright mate, what is going on? Here we are, back again. Favorite tracks of the month, August 2020. Covering multi-genres as per usual, ranging from everything from Kayzo to Rebellion. So yeah, let's just jump into it. You're not part of the problem. Okay, first track on the list is the new one from probably my favorite hardstyle producers, Rebellion, Out of Control. Well, it looks like we're getting the raw side of Rebellion after a number of melodic releases. They're continuing with the Overdose theme. I mean, that Supremacy set was something else.
The prophecy is true.
And Out of Control definitely envelops this theme. The kicks are so well rounded, very metallic as well. Mixed in with those luscious kick rolls and the vocal sampling, it just gives off this trippy, drug-inducing acid vibe. Especially love the last drop when the kicks match the melody, just so cool, man. Alright, next track is a new one from Hukae, Zonked. Released in the new Bass Rush compilation, The Prophecy Volume 2. Man, this tune is a bit mad. The intro is very orchestral, has that element of classical music, but then it transcends and builds up into these sharp, stabbing, whirring rhythm synth lines, which is just so sick. I love those telephone basses and the scattergun flickers, they're just so cool, man. That snare really smacks, and that zonk vocal sample just whispered before the drop just doesn't prepare you for what's about to come. Oh! Alright, now it would be absolutely seditious if I did not mention this self-titled BRONSON album, BRONSON, which is of course the new project from Odessa and Golden Features. Honestly, this album just flows together so well. A range of dark, grungy and ambient sounds, mixed in with gorgeous vocals. But I think my favourite track is going to have to be Tense. It just follows that dark and ambient motif, almost as if some sort of creature is coming to attack you. The percussion is so sick, those metallic drums hit so hard, and the bass lines in the drop, although it feels slightly distorted and overblown, are so menacing and scary. So yeah, honestly, very good. Rising up. These drums, man, so good. Alright, next track on this list is the new one from QUIX and Juelz, Chicane. Man, I think I heard this as a demo back in 2018 when QUIX played at the Metro. But yeah, definitely keen to see this one get released. Definitely get a car racing theme from this track. You just feel like you're flying down the street, like something out of Fast and Furious ridiculous chase scenes. The drum placement is just perfect. It just really hit hard. Love the contrast between the two drops as well. The metallic basses in the first drop, juxtaposed with those fluty synth lines with the start-stop production in the second drop, just works so well. Okay, now we just have to mention the new Sable Valley compilation, Sable Valley Summer Volume 1, which, if you did not know, is being run by our Grime himself. Man, there are some absolute dingers on this thing, featuring tracks from LeMay, Causeway, Knock2, Effin, and so many more. But probably my favourite track, and dare I say the best in the compilation, is from Heimanu, Worlds. You definitely get an atmospheric, outer space sort of vibe from this track. That deep sub bass at the start, so sick. Then the drums just come in. They're just so well rounded and they hit perfectly. I love those starry and stabbing basses, mixing with that World's vocal sample. And those breakbeat sections, they are so good. So good. Right, next track on the list is from Ray Volpe, Battle of the Bros. Very interesting premise of this track. It's almost poking at dubstep elitists, arguing about which subgenre is the best, where he places brostep against Bridum. That intro though, really funny. I really like it. It's like a UFC match for dubstep. And then combining both elements of brostep and Bridum into the drops, just so sick, man. Yeah, really loving the ideas in this one. Alright fam, next track on the list is the new one from Rep Ranger and Big Lou, Flex. Released on Interval Audio's newest compilation, 4th Interval. Bro, this tune is fucking mad, bro. It's mad. Love that UK grime premise initially. But then it just completely melds and annihilates you with these fat, disgusting D&B synth lines. Those growls, man. As you can see, it's unrelenting and unbending. Just does not stop for anyone. Just extremely impactful and hard hitting. So yeah, this one is definitely a banger. Alright guys, next track is a new one from Bloodlust and Deadly Guns, Chase the Dragon. This is the second time they've collabed, I believe, after Killer Squad on Deadly Guns' album Chosen Ones. But yeah, this tune is quite sick, man. It's just the combination of Bloodlust's explosiveness and Deadly Guns' metal infusions. Just so cool. I love that first kick, has that perfect amount of crunch and distortion. You can just feel it reverberate within you. And it just builds up from that. Those screeches and metal riffs laid in between, just so sick, man. Alright, next one on the list is the new one from Kayzo, Reaper, and Qoiet, Wait. Man, this is one superstar collab. You get everything from hardstyle drum and bass, punk rock. Yeah, just everything you'd expect from a Kayzo track, to be honest. Loving the vocals from Qoiet. They're just so energetic, just get you hyped up immediately. The D&B drop has a sick fake out before it just slams you with these stagnated synth lines and hard hitting production. Ooh. So yeah, quite a mad tune, this one. Deadline. Alright, finally, we have been waiting for this track for years. Yes, it is the new one from PhaseOne, Deadline. Man, people thought it was a remix for Barely Alive, but it is in fact a PhaseOne solo. 3 unique drops in this track, just building off each other. Those phone beeps and the Deadline sample, just so cool. Also has that furnished rock and metal element laid in between. Just so energetic and impactful, man. The synth lines super wavy and grimy, and those machine gun basses in the last drop. Fuck, just love it, mate. So yeah, very mad tune, this one. Now it is time to talk about Malignant. Fuck. Okay, now it is time to talk about the new compilation Malignant Volume 1, which I believe is Marauda's very own label. There are some very disgusting tunes on this one, with releases from Christian, Calcium, Hukae, Syzy, and many more. But I think the standout track for me is Blunder 2.0 by Marauda himself, which you could say is the VIP of the original Blunder. I mean, you just can't not like it, man. Extremely heavy, those machine gun basses just completely annihilate you. Mixing with that screamo vocal at the start, the screeches and those gurgling yoys are just so fat. It's just fucked, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? I give up. I give up. Right, next track is the new one from Riot Shift and Chris One, Control. Man, once you hear these two names, you already know you're gonna get the most fried laser kicks known to man. And that is exactly what we get. I love the drowsy auto-tuned punk rock vocals at the start, which then build into the main melody. Then it just progresses into the most cooked kicks. The variety of kicks is just out of proportion, man. Mixture of everything from lasers to gated to raw to bloody spaceships flying around. I don't even know, man. These vocals, man, so good. Yeah, really loving this track, pushing the extra raw genre to new boundaries. Next up we have the future superstars of rhythm, Syzy and Akeos, Identity Theft. Released on Syzy's Sunshine EP on Never Say Die Black Label. Very pleasing to see Syzy get the praise he deserves, especially with the whole EP released on Black Label. But honestly, I think this tune was the best on the EP. Has such a wavy intro, before progressing and building up to that energetic and jumpy rhythm. Definitely has that mechanical and metallic feel to it. And those telephone basses in the background, just so sick. I do love the third drop as well though, with those background screeches. and the pitched up and down basses just adds so much flavour and extra juiciness to the track. Alright, time for some proper D&B in it, fam! Yes, next track we have the new collab from the legends Subfocus and Wilkinson, Air I Breathe, which is, I believe, a new single on their upcoming collab album. So I'm very keen for that. But man, this tune is just lovely. The piano roll in the intro is just so nice. Definitely get some Dead Mouse Monophobia vibes. The vocals, they're just amazing. You can definitely feel all the raw emotion in there. It's just mixed in so well. There's glossy and gleaming D&B bass lines. The drums and percussion just so polished and well-rounded. Just so sick, man. So yeah, definitely keen for their collab album to come out. Alrighty, time to finish this month off with the new track from Restrained and Rejecta, Freakstyle Flow. Man, this tune is just mad. Just high energy, impactful hardcore kicks, switching it up in each drop. Especially love that ode to old school hardcore in the first drop. The first time I heard it, I think I couldn't contain my excitement. Fuck, I love that. That violent section in the bridge, before ending with that melodic climax. Just overall so nice, man. Alright, now moving on to our honorable mentions. First up is the Must Die remix of Another Me, released on the Evolution Remixes EP. Personally, I think this is one of the better ones on the remix EP. It just adds that Must Die flavour to the original. The fake out at the start of the drop, then emerging into this wavy metallic bass line, just so sick. You also get a double drop as well with another fake out, and it's just melded into these lovely screeches. Just so sick, man. Ooh, double drop. Next one is the new one from Fraw, Techno Music, released on Gearbox Digital. Man, this is just classic Fraw, giving us those raw, crispy and gated kicks. It just switches it up each drop. Just extremely beefy and well-rounded. So sick, man. Okay, next honorable mention is a new one from Code Pandorum, Existence, released on his Brotherhood EP. Mate, this tune is just multi-genre madness, moving around from psytrance to deathstep. It's just pure craziness. It has those metallic and industrial elements as well, just so haunting and menacing, full of screeches and growls. Just love it. Baguette. Alright, next honorable mention is a new one from IVORY, Distortion, released on his new Dead Space EP on Never Say Die. Very metallic and industrial twang to this tune. Those thumps section for the first drop are just so sick.
Distortion.
And then we just jump straight into a double drop. Unrelenting, uncontrollable, Just madness from IVORY. Those gun synths are just so sick as well. So engaging, you just can't help myself with those gun fingers. And now for our final honorable mention, it is the new one from Leotrix, Emo Boy 303 Side, released on the new compilation Halcyon Sound Volume 1. This is a new label from Ulasal, and in his words, the purpose of this comp is to help develop the emerging sound that I am referring to as Future Rhythm, and this tune just does exactly that. It's just beautiful, to be honest. Those vocals are so sick. I love that machine gun build as well. Then we get these sublime future bass rhythmly synth lines. Just very melodic, twinkling. Just overall so well rounded, man. You can just feel all the emotion. Feel like crying. Feel like crying to rhythm. Feel like crying to future rhythm. Anyway, that is it from me. Favorite tuners of last month, August 2020. Please comment if you agreed with me or if you think I missed out on anything. Hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification so you can get notifications. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. God.